We're live.
Okay.
Barely.
We're alive.
No, we're live like by seconds because I had to finish dinner and then reboot my computer. And of course, I tested everything yesterday. It worked great. We have a new camera. We have a little temporary backdrop so the white walls shouldn't be pestering anybody. Hopefully, everybody can hear us okay. Let me pull up the chat real quick. And there we go. Facebook user. Yay.
Hey, we have a Facebook user. Another Facebook user. Oh, that's Brandy.
But I'm going to pull it up on my phone too. I want to get something different so I can see everything. Maybe another monitor or something so we can see everyone there. But let me see what this is.
Oh, you want me to pull it up on my phone and I'll read it?
If you can.
So I'll know who everybody is. Show me what I do.
So, you just got to go to the live chat. Just turn your volume down.
Well, I already did.
All right, so.
Go where?
Here? Yeah. You can see the comments. See the comments?
Okay.
You can see the names.
Okay.
So, but don't, disengage or anything. So, sorry, we barely made it in. Really, literally pulled dinner out of the oven, ran. Got here, and my computer decided not to work. So, I had to reboot it. But hopefully, does that look better with the camera? Everybody that's watching, does that look a little better? You know what? Somebody said, how the heck do we register so y'all can see our names? Robert Powers said he figured it out. I think it's with your privacy settings. So you might have to go into your actual account and look it up and figure it out. So I'm not sure. I haven't had to play with it. I know that if I go click on when I'm watching like Gumbo podcast or something, I have to go look at the actual Gumbo podcast site and click the actual radio button, and it shows my name when I'm chatting with everybody. But I'm not sure. I haven't figured it all out yet. So Lori's going to have her phone up, though, so we can see if everybody comments. We'll at least know who you are. Reddy's Rainforest, we can see that. That's from YouTube, so I can see when that pops up because they're watching live on YouTube. I can see that. It shows a little YouTube icon. Crafty Gargoyles. It looks like with businesses, it has no issue.
Yep. So far we have David and Teresa Shea. We have Brandy, Crafty, Valerie, John Grant, Carl Vargas. So far, that's who it's showing me.
Okay, so got a new camera. Got a little bit of a new setup. A little temporary backdrop. We have a banner coming that'll fit behind us. We might change around. We even got a new desk. Got you a new microphone coming.
So fancy.
Have you a new microphone?
Why?
Because the other ones aren't XLR microphones. They don't.
I have no idea what that means.
That means they plug in with a stereo
Okay,
headset jack
I don't
instead
need to
of.
know. I don't need to know.
So you'll have your own microphone the next show.
Oh, I can sing.
You had enough of that this weekend.
No, I didn't. Never enough.
Light's a little harsh. Yeah, it's.
That's John Grant.
Trying to figure out. Let's see.
Hey, Peyton.
How's that?
Any better?
Is that a little better? John Grant?
Never mind.
He's not answering.
That's fine.
So hopefully we'll try to figure that out too.
Joe.
The LEDs are really strong. I can adjust them. But
and John Grant said yes.
Okay. A little better.
Grant.
So, how's everyone's week going so far? Ours is a little chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
We had.
Do you ever say anything different?
No, it's pretty much chaotic all the time. We have Austin's weekend, so we're scrambling. You've been at your shop. I've been working on the pet store. You've been at your shop all week so far.
Yep.
So
hustling. Exciting things, though. I'm excited.
Yeah,
your shop. Really exciting things. We have lots to talk about, but we should get Kristen, I guess.
Yeah, and as if you guys don't know Kristen, and I don't see Donnie's bald head in there yet, but he was going to make it back from work. I think he said he was going to pop in, and I spelled his name right this time, I believe. I fucked that up a lot. So
talk up a lot worse stuff, though.
I do. Yeah. So there's Lainey. We see that one.
Yeah, we saw Lainey and Lisa.
So we've known Kristen for, I think the first time we met Kristen was at a Longview show, right? But we'll bring her on.
Yeah, maybe 5-6 years.
Yeah, Kristen, Cresti Worx Carnivorous Plants. She's our plant lady at the pet store, and at the shows you see her set up with massive setup with amazing plants. But
And Cresti.
she's got some amazing geckos too.
Yep.
So we'll touch base on some of that, find out how she got started and all that good stuff. So without further ado, Miss Kristen.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. How are you doing?
Look,
Good.
he's looking all cute.
Long time no see, right?
I know,
Right?
it's been so long.
Kristen actually came in town this past weekend along with Talina of Crafty,
Brandy,
Brandy,
Jennifer,
Kayla was there.
Kayla.
Lori there was an art market going on in downtown Bryan, so the Tipsy Trinket did an actual pop-up out on the patio. Got fucking hot, like all this,
Yeah.
like I think your sunburn. I know
Heat
Kayla got sunburn.
exhaustion, sunburn.
Yeah, and then we went for I don't even know how many hours straight from when we started setting up till we got home. We started like at 7 in the morning and got home about 1:30 a.m.
Yes.
on Sunday.
But it was well worth it at the
Yeah, we
end
had
for
a blast.
karaoke.
We had a good time. The ladies stayed at the house. I cooked dinner for everybody and kind of
Kristen sang karaoke for the very first
Kristen
time
sang
ever.
karaoke.
Good.
It was awesome.
That was so fun. So now she's going to do it every time, she said.
Yeah, now and Talina got up and sang, so it was
Yes.
a lot of fun. So welcome, Kristen, to the HERPCast. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everybody about what you do, and then we'll start digging into the hard shit.
Okay. I'm Kristen with Cresti Worx Carnivorous Plants. I do crested geckos and lots of different tropical plants and carnivorous plants. I do bugs, isopods, springtails. Trying to think what else. I don't know. There's lots of things.
And how long have you been breeding geckos and doing all that for?
The geckos for going on 16 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. OG.
I didn't go hardcore until probably like the last 6 years or so. It was a slow process to work my way up. So.
Yep. But were you ever working with guards too? Or leeches? I know you did some stuff with leeches.
So I do have gargs, and I have one pair of leeches. That's all I'll probably ever have with the leeches. I'm working very slow with the gargs. They're not cooperative for me.
We had a little bit of difficulty with guards too when we did those back in the day. The Cresties are just so.
They just bit you and make you bleed all the time.
It was one
They
of the
didn't
worst
like you.
fights of the show. I squirted blood all over the place.
It was nice.
So 16 years, and we actually met you at a Longview show, correct?
Yes.
That's the first show. Yeah, I think I remember that. So, and you didn't like any of us. You were like, you're just like complete RBF, standalone. Like, I don't know who these fucking people are. These
I'm not
fucking
talking
people are
to
crazy.
them.
I'm not gonna talk to them.
Well, we are crazy.
Well, yeah, but kind of like most
But now
people
she fits right in.
that meet us at the first time, they're like, "What in the fuck is this dude
What is
wearing?
wrong with these people?
What?
Yeah. Why are they fighting? Why are they yelling at each other?
fighting? Yeah, why are they
bigger? Why are they yelling?
But at that point, you were just doing geckos, right? Like I think you had a few commits or something.
Yes.
Okay, and then you went full fucking green thumb. Like,
I did.
Real. Like you went from like one little table, and now you have 4 tables at some shows. I don't know if you had 6 at one, but you bring the heat for real.
Just 4.
Just for now. For now. But yeah, if you guys ever, you can't miss Kristen's setup. It's one of the most professional, clean looking.
Really pretty.
It's a beautiful setup. We love it. It definitely fits our vibe. And Kristen's super easy to talk to and has a lot of information. She helps us at the pet store too. Kaylin's got a green thumb. I have a black thumb. I lean on Kaylin a lot at the pet store. She communicates with Kristen though and makes sure that we don't kill everything. Well, I don't kill everything. I don't get jacked up everything.
I just wanted all the cute little ceramic pots that have all the. I just wanted them all, but I knew I would kill them.
And
But I'm still gonna get some.
Hannah got one this weekend, right? It looks like nugget.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So tell us everything about going into the plants from the geckos and how you made that transition and what you're planning on in the future too.
So I've always been into the plant thing since I can remember. Also, all the reptiles. It was just a slow process. I had to slowly do everything because I worked as a correctional officer. So I worked about 12 hours a day, and that took a lot of my time.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't have a lot of spare time to do a whole lot of stuff. So I was able to get grandfathered in and lock in my 10 years for retirement. They talked me into staying, and I went part-time. And as soon as I went part-time, I started going balls to the walls with everything. And then when COVID hit, I was out of there. I was like, I'm done, and I'm going to do this full-time.
Yeah.
So I just snowballed from there.
And so did you, with the plants specifically, because like I said, I grew up on a farm. My mom had like greenhouses. Was it something you've always done, even before the reptiles? You've always kept plants or been interested in plants?
Yes.
And then what was the carnivorous thing? What was that aspect of it that, that kind of helped you get into it? What fascinates you about them?
So I've always been fascinated, but I was scared of them, of the care.
Yeah.
And I had met Tom with Genesis 111 through the prison, and we ended up getting together and doing that. And he taught me a lot about those. And so that went that direction for me.
Gotcha. But you went from, most of the time it was Venus flytraps and things like that, but then you went a whole, you have pitcher plants and.
Yeah, what are all the carnivorous plants? Because I don't even know.
There's so many. So there's
that you have, I guess.
Sundews. I have a lot of different sundews and the butterworts, the pings.
Yeah.
And then there's Sarracenias, the Nepenthes, and then of course the Venus flytrap. But among those, there's thousands of different types of species and hybrids that people have done. So you can cross-pollinate, breed those just like you do with the reptiles, basically.
So just as complicated with all that stuff that I have no idea about.
It can be.
I know Anita always gets the pitcher plants. She loves.
Oh yeah, she
she has every time
hanging from her patio at her apartment. So, and I know for me it was like when the girls got some, I was like.
It says your mic is going in and out.
It's probably because I'm turning my head. We have the one single mic, so maybe we bring it over closer.
We always have one.
We have to get like this.
Ew.
Is that better?
You smell funny.
Mm-hmm. I've been busting my ass today, woman.
Just kidding. I just said that. You don't actually smell funny.
But yeah, so it was always kind of
intimidating
to try to grow them, and then I was like, well, fuck, you just let them, they die and shit, come back. It's crazy, and you just use rainwater, and so I mean,
they're really easy.
It was super easy.
A new vendor, Rebecca,
and that's something that you teach people too at the shows is when they're intimidated like I was. Hey, this is how easy they really are. It's kind of like us with reptiles. How the reptile, husbandry has changed. A lot of things that I used to think were really complicated are very simple if you just keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So, what's your favorite plant?
I don't have a favorite, but I love the cactus. Any types of cactus. The blooms are the most beautiful blooms out there. Yeah. But it's unfortunate because a lot of those blooms, it's like one day and they're done. That's it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. And what about the little succulents? But there's some that are like the little bitty ones that they're really cool. Little
I don't know, the little tiny pickle ones were so cute.
I think the ones that look like stones are cool.
Oh, the living stones. Those are really cool.
Those are awesome. I couldn't keep them. I can kill a cactus very easily.
Succulents are my nemesis. I can keep them alive outside, but inside, forget it. I guess I still give them too much water. I don't know. Yeah, but I can't keep them alive indoors.
That's what Hannah did. She just kept, she couldn't leave them alone. Yeah. Well, tell us about, because I know you moved recently. Tell us about your, how things changed from your setup before to what you have now. And I know we can start talking about the unfortunate instance
Yes.
that happened not too long ago. But before that happened, like, what was your setup like, and where are you hoping it will be back at again?
So we moved before. We were in a small duplex, and I had a tiny little backyard, and I set up bamboo poles that we cut down with shade cloth, and I did little, what are the cinder block tables, and that's what I had going on in my backyard. Plus half the reptile room was plants as well. And then we moved and got almost 10 acres, and we set up a greenhouse that was gifted by a dear friend of ours. That was actually, the frame of it was a World War II like chow hall tent that has been converted into for a greenhouse. So we set that up. It is 50 feet. I don't know what the width. It's big. It's big. And so we were doing that. A lot of the front half of it was all tropicals, the back half carnivorous plants. And then we just got, it's a, I don't know what you want to call it. We just got it from Andy. It was a roof, like a roof to a football stadium, I guess, at a high school. And we're going to turn that into another greenhouse, and it's insulated. We're not for sure how big it's going to be, but we could make more than one. We haven't started on it yet, but the plan for that is for all tropicals to be there, and I can start hopefully growing the majority of my stuff versus outsourcing, because I can't, it's just, I was going to try to get my daughter on here, but she will not. She helps me. She's 19. Her name's Chanel, and she helps me do everything.
That's awesome.
So it's just me and her, but hopefully we can start growing the majority of everything, because we just can't keep up with the demand. There's just no way.
Yeah, I just ordered 8 boxes. That's 200 something.
Well, I know how that is though with her daughter helping out. Without our kids, we couldn't do all this.
Without our kids,
I mean, it's absolutely, and they're behind the scenes a lot too, doing all the things they do. So that's cool.
Yes.
I always like it when the kids get involved in it too.
Yeah. We keep it pretty.
Hi, Boo. Hi, Malia. Hi, Shelby.
See, we can see Facebook user.
Yep.
So.
No, you can see Gina.
All right. So for the people who don't know, you did have a fire.
We did.
Was it 3 weeks ago or so?
Just a couple. Well,
it was the weekend of the Lone Star Arlington show.
Malia can tell you when that was.
So I think
still haven't found the root cause of it, correct?
No.
But you brought.
Tell us about what happened and what you found. And
so it happened. I'm not sure what time it was. It was early Saturday morning, probably 3:00 in the morning. Luckily, Donnie was here. My daughter was here. It was kind of windy that night, and she heard a loud pop. And her bedroom window faces the back where the greenhouse is, and she thought that it was just like a chair that fell on the back porch. And she's like, "Mom, something told me to look. I normally wouldn't have looked." And when she looked out her window, it was in flames. So she ran and woke Donnie up. And thank God for fire extinguishers. If you don't have one, go get one, please, for any part of your house. It was below freezing, and he turned on the water faucet, and it was just trickling out. So he ran and got the fire extinguishers. He didn't bother to call the fire department. We live out in nowhere, middle of nowhere.
Right.
And most likely they might have not have even tried to put it out. It just depends. It's kind of up to their discretion. So luckily with the fire extinguisher, Donnie was able to save half of it. Yeah, Chanel was in there trying to, as he's putting it out, she's running in trying to save plants, because we had just potted up a whole bunch of stuff. And Donnie's yelling at her to get out, and she's just crying. And we had to cut her hair up here because the plastic was still dripping down when she was running in there. So it got all stuck in her hair. And then she got a few burns on her arm and her hand, but she got out. And I'm not going to lie, if I was home, I would have probably been doing the same thing.
Oh, I know you would have.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, she actually brought a piece of the beam to the show.
I know.
Yeah.
And she's going to bring that to Austin too.
Yeah,
right?
you have some plans for that you were talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it a secret?
No.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
tell
us.
So a part of the beam, one of the beams or whatever, that was part of the World War II tent. I'm going to bring, and if everybody could sign it that's helped with everything would be great. I want to hang it out there. I guess I'm going to shellac it or do something to preserve it. But I just wanted to put it back out there somewhere just in remembrance of everything and all the help and love that everybody showed to rebuild it.
That's really cool.
And as you know, we're also going to be doing silent auction.
Yes.
Kristen's only going to be in Austin on Saturday. She has a wedding, right? You have a wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're going to have the silent auction running both days.
Yeah, we're going to put the silent auction up front on Saturday, and then we're going to move it over to her tables on Sunday. And we'll just take donations from all vendors Saturday and Sunday. We'll do Saturday and Sunday, auctions like we always do in the silent auction, and every single bit of that will go back to Kristen and her family to help recoup. And I know that they still have a wish list of probably some other things that they need as well too. So continue to keep donating and sending that stuff over because I know they appreciate it.
Yeah. Craig had a good question. How have you overcome that and kept moving forward?
How
did you overcome that and keep moving forward?
Yeah, with the fire, like what did you have to do or what are you going through now?
I'm one of those that kind of like takes a day or two and just is like moping and then got to get right back to it. So
right.
I don't know how to dwell on things for too long because if I do, then nothing will get accomplished. But
maybe
right now, with not having a whole lot of time, me and my daughter went out there, and of course, she did a lot of stuff before I went out there because it was hard for me to go out there and even look at everything that was actually lost inside. I just saw the outside of it. So we've put up another shade cloth in the front area so we can just get back to it. I just ran to the local dollar store and bought a whole bunch of pots just so we could get back to it and start planting things again and get things rolling that way. And then several people on the wish list got us lots more pots because all the pots burned up. Every single pot that I had burned up out there. Yeah. So that was huge. So we've been getting busy just repotting and getting stuff growing again.
Yeah, that's all you can really do. And you should stop dwelling on shit. It takes like 2 days. You take like
when it's work stuff, I don't.
Like 10, 12
when it's things that you did like 5 years ago, like yes, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to remind you every day. So why don't you shut up? If you want a new wife, get one.
No,
all right, then shut up. Okay, we're done with that. All right.
So and then so you got
Unnecessary.
plants. You're working on that. You got this football stadium that you're gonna fucking fill, right? But let's talk about the geckos because you have some really killer shit. And I don't think that people quite understand. Like you started off whenever like the lily whites and stuff were just like you were doing some xanthic stuff, right? At one time, weren't you?
No.
Oh no, that's Ashley. Howdy. So when the Cresti geckos, when you started breeding, let's talk about what projects you have and like how many pairings you're doing, how many eggs you're producing, what you're hatching.
Just like every single thing. Yeah.
No, but I want to know like what's the scale. People want to know what the scale of the geckos is. That's another full-time job.
Yeah.
I can't give you exact numbers.
None of us. That's when you know you're doing reptiles right. When
yes.
you can't fucking tell people how many animals you have. For real.
We have I'm probably close to 500, and that's including the gargoyle geckos. But I also currently right now, my friend Sarah with Sinister G Exotics, she's in Antarctica right now. So I have her collection of about 300 that I'm taking care of while she's gone. So
was in Alaska.
I'm in Antarctica.
I'm in Antarctica.
I was just really quickly going through the list of things.
So it takes us a really long time to feed now with the
Yeah.
extra.
Yeah, with
Um,
800.
We have, the little arts, crafts, little tackle boxes.
Yep,
I have 5 of those full of eggs right now. I don't know the exact number. And I just started a new one. I don't know how many pairs. I'd say probably well over 30 pairs going. I didn't plan on having that many, but I figured next season, if the economy is still like it is, I'm going to back off on breeding and just focus on one project.
Gotcha.
No, that makes sense. We were there, like we had to break up feeding and cleaning into days.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you were down after surgery.
Yeah, after I had surgery.
I'll never forgive you.
Yeah.
So we got Devin, Jana, Dawn, Brittany. Yay.
All right.
Anybody have any questions for Kristen that we should ask
I said y'all should save up the hard questions for Kristen.
Put her on the spot.
No.
No, please, no.
No, be kind.
Anybody have anything?
Nothing yet? Or it's just not coming through yet? Come on, questions.
There's a lot of people watching though, so somebody's got to have a question.
Yeah.
All right, so
Sean,
any special projects?
So my, I call it the Pixel Tinker line. It could be a brand new gene that has been found. We don't know yet, but that's my main focus right now. I'm really hoping it's recessive, but I won't know either till the end of this season, or I'll know by the end of next season 100% sure what it is.
That's cool. I hope it proves out for you.
Okay, I got a few
some questions now.
First off, Brittany Deason wants to know if it's hard being so awesome.
Thank you.
And Robert Moss wants to know where Donnie is.
I don't know. He's not home yet.
And Tracy Renee is asking if you have any brain cactus.
Those are cool.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
I saw
those
them
are
little
really
skull
cool.
plants, and they look really
Anything
cool.
are you going to get any plans? No.
Why is it Tracy Renee always wants the weird shit?
Maybe.
She's cool, weird. And then John Grant wants to know, would you say that overcomplicating plant care is a problem most people have?
Yes, absolutely.
Like they want to water it too much, they can't just leave it alone kind of thing?
Yeah. Call it over loving them. I don't know. It's simple. It's just like the reptiles. You can overdo it on the reptiles and
stress them out actually. And
plants and fish, it doesn't matter how fucking simple I can't do it. I just can't do plants and fish. I can do all kinds of salamanders and like all that crazy shit.
I can't do birds and bunnies.
Well, that's because you're allergic to bunnies, but you're
scared of birds, allergic to bunnies. Or June bugs.
Oh,
we talked about that
Chris
last time.
Duncan.
Chris
Duncan wanted the brain cactus.
Oh, okay. It's actually him that wants it. She just beat me to asking. Okay, Chris.
They are cool.
If she gets them,
I saw a post that popped up on Facebook a couple of days ago that had the skull plant. The little.
They are really cool.
Pretty neat. Nobody else. Everybody's just done. They don't give a shit. So.
No,
So you asked some questions.
I already did. I asked more than you.
What? You've talked. Okay, go ahead. I want you to do it now.
No. I'm drinking wine.
So I think you had said that
Cheers.
Donnie has a normal job. He works his ass off.
Does he have any involvement really with this stuff with you other than like coming and helping you at the shows, or is he more just like he works a lot full time and he just supports you?
He's getting into the snake side of things. So
Really?
yes.
Cool.
So he couldn't tell you anything about really the crested geckos in there. Like I'll show him something from years ago, that he saw when it was a baby, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know." Like he has no idea. If I brought in 1,000 more, he would have no idea.
There you go. You don't even have to ask for permission or forgiveness or any of that. Okay.
But he enjoys, so we have tegus. He enjoys the tegus, and he's really into the bigger snakes. So he has an Eastern indigo. He has 3 retics now. He has a blood. So
maybe in the future, who knows?
I want an Eastern indigo.
Okay, so here's a couple more questions.
So fun.
I know.
Tracy wants to know. Oh wait, here up further. Wait, no. Tracy wants to know. Okay, can you show us one of the Cresties in the line you're working
Well,
with?
you're not reading them in order.
Well, that's what they're going.
Brandy had a simple question. What's
Where?
the best beginner plant?
It went
you
away.
have?
I don't see it anymore.
What's the best beginner plant that you have for shows and stuff?
Pothos.
Well, I mean, I can do that. I cut that shit up and put it in a fucking solo cup, and that shit grows. With some water.
You can leave it in a dark closet for a long time, and it will be okay.
The problem was when I had the monkey tail skinks, I was ordering trays of that shit, and I could not keep up with it. I had clippings all over the place. I couldn't keep up with it. So, no
Sorry,
snakes
not
in
all
the
the
house.
stuff is still fun. No,
There's
that
a
wasn't a
question.
question. No, Amanda and Lee said, do you do most of your sales at shows, or do you do online sales or other markets, or?
Good question.
So I do have my website. It's something that I really wanted to work on this year. I haven't done it. I want to do more sales online with the plants, but I just haven't. I do get a lot of repeat customer where they just reach out and they kind of know what I have, and so we just go from there. So I do a lot of online shipping. I used to do farmers markets all the time.
Gotcha.
But I kind of went away when I started signing up for more shows, and now that we've moved, I've gone to our local farmers market, but I haven't reached out or anything to try to go there. And it's Saturdays only, so it's, it can be difficult.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Stop kicking the table.
I was just uncrossing my leg.
Somebody, I know who that is. That's Robert Moss. Donnie will have carpets soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Howard
Rachel and Jamie are in there too.
I like the carpets too, so
they are cool. Well, we have some to shop.
Can you show us one of the pixel Cresties? Maybe your daughter will bring it over and not go on camera, but
Chanel. Bring me Nar.
She's like, "Are you tricking me?"
Oh, Chanel. Make her lean back so she has to get in the camera just to
just trick her a little bit.
Yeah,
I'll try. I asked her earlier. I was like, just show your face because nobody knows what you look like. I can't take pictures of her or anything.
Really?
Yeah, she's not. She's like my mini me though.
Not having it, huh?
Thank God, because Donnie's pretty ugly.
Sean.
No, I'm just playing. He didn't hear it. He'll listen to it later though.
just pop in and say hi. Yes.
Just 1 second.
She won't do it.
I
don't know.
These days, we'll have to just show up. Oh, can you zoom in like you did earlier, Sean?
Zoom into her.
No, earlier you did that thing and
let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Oh.
No, over on the left.
I'm trying. Oh, that's us.
I can't.
There you go.
There.
Figure this shit out one.
Which way do I need to go?
There, yeah, that's good. Oh wow.
Okay, so is the pixel line coming from
the back,
on the dorsal stripe?
Yeah.
How it's pixelated like that, or is
Yes.
it cool. So it's on the dorsal stripe.
It's on on mine. It's more on the dorsal. There's not a lot on there's some other people that have it more on the lats than mine.
Mm-hmm.
Mine has a little bit going on right down in there.
Yeah, you can see.
Oh,
Sploop.
But yeah.
Oh, that's so pretty.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I hope that actually proves that.
Yeah, that'd be really cool if you prove all that out.
I hope so. We're excited about it.
That's really neat, actually.
But it could definitely be incomplete dominant. But I have a gut feeling it's more than that.
It's working like recessive. I know up until just a few years ago, there wasn't any known recessive traits in Cresties. I mean, it was
which would be so cool if you could prove that out.
Yeah, well, and now you have the Xanthic disproved.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Xanthic, the cappuccino.
Is Lily white?
Lily's the incomplete dominant. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about the Cresties. I mean, kind of a lot of people have them. They're still very popular. But I think the breeders are getting more excited about it because a lot hasn't been found in there as far as genetics goes. And I think we're all starting to open cans of worms now and really get into it. So I'm excited for the future.
Yeah, and that's what keeps a lot of these animals in the hobby, the longevity of this, because there's always something new that pops up that sparks everyone. They're like, We see it in the ball python. We see it in the ball pythons for 20 plus years. New morphs come out every single day. It seems like the ball pythons, but we were chasing that with leopard geckos too. We were trying to develop our own lines and morphs. And
we were working on it. We were getting there, but
yeah, I mean, we had some really cool stuff. But.
So another good question: do you feed commercial diet or bug and commercial, or what? What is your recommendation on feeding for Cresti?
So I do all of the above. I just I shouldn't say recently. I'd say probably the last 8 months or so, I switched from Pangea over to Rapashi. But
really?
I also, yes.
We did the opposite years ago when Rapashi had the formulation.
Let her finish.
So, I always add. So I add kefir. I add like peaches, mangoes, blueberries. I'll add bee pollen, honey. I'm trying to think what else we add. I add extra to the powdered diet. And then we do feed bugs as well.
Okay.
So we try to feed bugs twice a week, and then we feed the other 3 times a week. And we change it up as far as what I have a few different flavors or whatever of the Rapashi, and then I try to mix up what fruits that I add into every time.
Yeah, just give them a varied. Yeah, that makes sense.
So explain the switch back, because for quite a while there was people were having a lot of issues with Rapashi.
Yes.
It was causing issues with the females laying eggs, with babies not hatching, underdeveloped, like a lot of issues with their formula. So everyone pretty much migrated to Pangea.
Lagarde.
And Lagarde is okay. I just don't think Lagarde's been tested enough.
Yeah, but they migrated from those.
So why the switch back? Are you seeing kind of the same issues?
Yes. And I was, diehard Pangea, and it just seemed like it wasn't just me. A lot of my other good friends that do crested geckos, we all, talk, and we all noticed that we were having some issues, and we were like, well, what could it be? So we kind of just all started making the switch almost at the same time. Within several months of each other, we made the switch, probably 3 or 4 months of each other. And we've noticed a big difference in their eggs, just breeding in general. I won't know for sure. I mean, all my eggs are good, but as far as hatching goes, I won't know. They're all supposed to start hatching here any minute. Yeah. So overloaded. But a couple of the other people that I've talked to, they've seen a huge difference in the eggs, the females. And of course, I was like really the only one that started adding, because before I switched, I started adding the other stuff. I just don't think they're getting enough protein.
Gotcha. Makes a lot of sense. And a lot of people use, we sell a lot of Pangea. We carry both. We carry Rapashi, we carry Lagarde, we carry Pangea. But we sell a lot of the regular just fruit mix, apricot.
Yeah.
So that's like one of the biggest ones. But we do have with the bugs in it. But it's also cool to have them, have live insects.
And then with the live, it's super important to feed them well as too. You're not
always gut load. Give
them good stuff.
Yeah, that's
got
good.
a few more people watching. Hello, y'all.
So it's interesting because it was the opposite, and now it's gone back. And I know that Rapashi's reformulated. Their cherry bomb tastes like chocolate covered cherries.
How would you know?
I taste everything. If it's good enough,
yes, it's good.
It tastes like chocolate covered cherries. Yeah,
chocolate
covered cherries.
So
what I wouldn't do for a chocolate covered cherry right now.
Pangea has made some switches in their diet as well since they changed the new package, and I don't know, the one that was brought to my attention, and I haven't looked it over because I haven't been feeding it, was they added mineral oil to it. So I'm not sure why, but
mineral oil acts as a laxative in reptiles. It does. That's what we would feed for a
Yeah, I know. That's why why would they?
It's way down there at the bottom of the ingredient list, so there's obviously not a lot in there, but I don't know. I just thought that was kind of strange.
Thanks, Casey.
That's actually interesting to go back and look at that too and see. And the addition of the other stuff too. All right, so here's a good question.
Uh-oh.
Do you have geckos that will only eat one flavor?
Yes.
Sons
Some
of bitches.
picky eaters like me.
Good Lord.
Who's
So-
dying.
My lychees.
We still, and I most people that I sell to that are their first time, I tell them to do watermelon Pangea. That's my go-to for everything. If I have some struggling here, I will feed watermelon Pangea because it seems like almost every single time they'll eat that versus anything else.
Except my lychees. They will only eat apricot.
Apricot.
Whatever. That's what they'll eat.
And that's another reason why I try to change it up too, because when you have as many as I do, you can't make separate for everybody and remember who's who. I mean, I guess you could, but it'd be very time consuming. So that's one reason that I change it up every day of the week that I feed. So that way, if one doesn't like that particular flavor, well, they'll get it the next round.
Yeah, we mixed in that.
And God
dragon
forbid
fruit.
if that one's not available and that's all they eat. So
Yeah.
it's good to rotate it out.
We
Yes,
mixed in,
yes.
we mixed in the Lagarde dragon fruit
Mm-hmm.
with different types to test it, and every single one of them ate. It doesn't matter what the flavor was because of the dragon fruit. But kind of off on Lagarde right now because of some issues that we've had. So.
See, when they first came out with it, I was trying it. My geckos liked it, but then it was getting hard to get. I couldn't get it in bulk.
They moved to Dallas. They moved Lagarde to Dallas, and that took a while. But they're here. But there was some issue with some bulbs. Sean Colley had some major issues with their unit. And so I've kind of been off on their brand for a while until they get it figured out, just to be safe. What else? Jamie McCarty said, how many do you have?
Waste
Lots,
about
like
500 is what she said, and she's carrying for 300 for a friend.
There's a lot. A lot.
A lot.
I have a top fans badge and Brandy, O'Quinn, Diego, does it.
Top fans.
Oh no, Craig,
badge.
maybe you stalk us too fucking much.
Is there really too much?
Mate, no. We don't see them. They didn't come out Saturday.
I know, they didn't come out
They didn't
Saturday.
come sing karaoke.
How
or any of that shit.
rude. I just
Bullshit.
thought
They
about
live
that.
here.
So rude. They live here and didn't even come hang out.
Good one. Do you keep your Cresties in enclosures or tubs?
So I do tubs. I used to, once upon a time, they all used to be in bioactive enclosures, but as I grew, I needed the space.
Right.
So right now, and I need to get pictures and stuff, Robert had made me some adult racks, and it's the sweater box from the Container Store. So they're fairly big. And he did the rack system where I have spaces in between each tub. So I can put the misting system, the lights. I want to put all my females on UV as well. And all my juveniles and my big ones are all on substrate as well. And they have pothos in there. So it's like semi-bioactive. I have the isopods and the springtails, but all the babies are kept on paper towel.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We did file cabinet tubs. Remember that?
And Rebecca, she's using Rapashi right now instead of Pangea. She switched from Pangea to Rapashi. And Craig, I hope you're feeling better.
Rub some dirt on it, Craig. But yeah, we used the file cabinet thing. We put vents in them, cut holes in them.
Yeah.
And we had the file cabinet boxes. You know, they were almost 2 foot tall, and they were pretty deep and wide. We could stack them on top of each other, and we had in our living room, and then we could just take the eggs.
I think every room was overrun at that point.
Do you incubate your eggs, or you just naturally leave them out?
I don't. I just leave them sitting in our closet.
That's what we did. We just set them on top of the
which is so like Cresties are great, but then also they don't lay as much as Leos, so I don't know. That's great too. Yeah. Then you don't have to
We produced a lot of babies though.
I know.
I think the most Cresties we had
maybe 40.
I thought we had 64 at one time.
40.
40. Still a lot.
Mm-hmm. It is a lot.
It's not 500.
And then I'm like, okay, done with this after the back surgery. Just can't do it.
Yeah.
No.
We're started downsizing, but so cool. All right, so what's your favorite reptile of all time?
I don't know. I really I breed Cresties, but I really, really like them. Yeah. But recently, I've been getting into the colubrids, and they're working on me. I like the corns. We have some kings too. Garters are, I think, probably my favorite little snake.
Mhm.
I think they're underrated.
I think so too.
Very much so. They're so much fun, and they're very interactive. And they use their entire. You can make a really cool bioactive enclosure for them, and they use every inch of it. They come out and bask. It's
Right.
really cool.
Yeah, we have the Cali Red Side Garter pair at the shop, and the big female is always out and cruising around. She's awesome.
Becky said, "Go first."
Go first. All right, and I'm going to start asking this question of every guest we have.
What?
What's your favorite dinosaur?
Oh,
I want to know. Tells me a lot about people.
Brontosaurus is mine. They're so cute.
They're
I
cute.
always like the Triceratops.
Triceratops are cool. They look like Jackson's chameleons on crack.
Kind of.
I've always been obsessed with the Triceratops.
Brontosaurs are huge, but they look sweet. So I think
They
I
look
could just
sweet?
walk up and pet it.
No, it would probably eat you.
No, I think I could pet
It
it.
would probably still eat you.
It's like the baby show. You remember
could
that
pet
movie
its-
Baby?
You could pet its ankle.
Do you remember the movie Baby?
Yes, I remember
Those
the
were
movie Baby,
Brontosaurus.
yes.
So that's why I fell in love.
You pet its ankle.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
I want a Brontosaurus.
a pygmy brontosaurus.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, we're talking about a pygmy hippo.
Yes.
That's all, I want a
Uh-oh.
pygmy hippo.
No, I just
No,
want.
we're not getting one.
I want a Brontosaurus, an elephant, and a rhino.
What
Thank
about a
you.
mini elephant?
Okay.
If they could do that.
Anything mini would be fantastic.
Capybara.
They don't even have to be mini.
They're pretty big. They're bigger than Max and Clara.
I don't care.
See, I like that cup, Kristen. That's got to be Gonzo Toledo.
Somebody said she likes the Donnie
I bet she
Oh,
likes
that was
the
Robert Moss.
Dinosaur 6.
Donnie-saurus sex.
Let's
Lena
see.
said she likes your cup, Kristen.
I
Yeah, so does
know.
Toledo. And Kristen asked about your garters. Cactus penises. And Brady likes tokays.
Brandy likes to. Yeah.
What's your favorite reptile?
Me?
Mm.
That's so weird. Does a tortoise count?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Does a
Because-
tortoise count?
I mean, I didn't know
You're
if
on
you
a
needed me to
fucking
like.
reptile
Well, of
podcast.
course
Does
it's
a tortoise
tortoises.
count? I know, but what type of tortoise?
My very favorite is pancake and then stars.
Yeah. Anybody got any extra pancake tortoises laying around out there?
I want a pancake.
We're getting a Burmese brown tortoise.
I love those.
Yeah, we're getting a big boy.
Oh, I miss my boy.
Yeah, I know. So we're getting another.
Boulder. I'm naming it Boulder. I don't care what his name is. It's going to be Boulder number
It's gonna be
2.
Boulder 2.
Yeah. I'm sad I had to rehome all those because
I
I
know.
just couldn't. Yeah. I used to have like every freaking species of
We
tortoise you
had a
could think
lot.
of.
We had
Yeah.
Greeks,
I
yeah.
loved the Yellowfoots too.
Yeah.
They were really cool. And Greeks. And I there's really not a tortoise I don't like, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I love them.
Gotcha. You good?
But I want a pancake.
Well, I'm just asking if anybody had any pancake tortoises.
Can anybody give me a
Michaela was
pancake
breeding
tortoise?
them in captivity in Dallas for a long time, but I don't know what happened to that project.
I don't know.
We're talking about tortoises and shit. All dinosaurs are awesome. Big thunder chickens. All right. What's next? What do you see on the horizon for Cresti Worx Carnivorous Plants? What's your
I don't know.
what's the next
Just-
step in the evolution besides the football stadium?
Well, she'd already said a lot. She's building a football stadium.
I know.
Yes.
And yeah, all that. And then
I want to try to grow all my own stuff versus outsource. I know I will have to outsource some stuff, but the goal is to do it all ourselves.
Yeah.
And then keep figuring out these genetics with the Cresties because we're just getting started with them.
Oh yeah.
That's super cool.
I think that's really cool because when we were doing it, you just didn't never know what like, and I think that's why I gravitated towards the leopardgeckers more because I was like, ooh, if I do this and that, I can get
Yeah.
this. With Cresties, it was a surprise, which was fine, but if you can really get there and figure that out, that's
yeah, we
that
did,
part's fun. To
we
me.
did play Mad Scientist with
Yeah.
our leopard gecko. Oh, I hear a puppers.
If I hear a doggy,
I think Donnie pulled up.
So we gotta sneak in there.
oh, she named her Sulcata Burger.
Burger?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it, Burger.
Excited about exclamation point.
Oh, he's excited about
No.
her doing all of her stuff. Yeah.
What?
You.
Oh, no more questions.
I don't have any more wine. I mean, there's a small
So
sip
we're gonna
left.
try to like sneak Donnie in for a second too.
Hey, what child?
Hopefully. I know he's here because our dog's whining.
Yeah, I hear the puppers.
Yeah, we gotta get Donnie in there.
Yeah, gotta see.
Sean's already talked shit about him, so
I'm talking shit about him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking shit about him.
Oh, listen, I just said one child and one's coming.
Yeah,
it's amazing. I have great kids. I need a refill.
You
wanna come up?
What? She's like, I need a refill.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to
Peyton's my sommelier.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do an episode.
Pepe sommelier.
So growing your own stuff, working with the genetics. So if they ever legalize marijuana in the state of Texas, will you be my grow?
Maybe our grower.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So I don't have the grow permit. I have the dispensary permit.
I know
just
that would be
medicinal,
awesome.
But I need to have a grower.
Oh my gosh, that's like the best.
We considered trying to figure out how to get the CBD stuff going out here. So then if they do legalize it, I think we'd have our foot in pretty easily, but we haven't done it. We've just talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hope. But Texas will be the last damn state in the U.S. It's so stupid.
There's another House bill that's coming up.
And Craig, yes, Pepe. That's my little Pepe. Pepe sommelier. Call him
I don't know how much the permit now is for the grow side of it, but I believe it's about $1.5 million now.
Oh, no problem.
For the grow permit.
Okay, never mind. We don't want to do that.
No, I just wanted the dispensary permits from.
That's probably the same.
No, it was $30,000 whenever back.
Oh, okay, that's better.
But it's gone up.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I was talking to Topher about he had
Sure.
the acreage and stuff. I was okay. And we were like, oh, we could just grow it out there. I don't want to grow it. I'll fucking kill it all.
Yeah, you would.
But you could do the hemp thing. The hemp project is actually
That'd be really cool.
Pretty good. We actually use a lot of hemp bedding at the shop too, for certain species, especially for the rodents and some snake species too. So.
It's good.
You can barely hear me.
Barely hear Sean.
Can you hear me now?
I may or may not have once upon a time grown some myself, but
no. I grew some in a Pepsi bottle, like a 2-liter Pepsi
We found
bottle.
some in our house, our old house. Well, a grow room in our old house.
Oh yeah, we found a hidden grow room in Grapevine in the
That
house.
was hilarious.
Wow.
In the back of a
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
I thought it was like
thing.
a little laundry chute, where you like store your laundry. Well, you go back there in the closet, there's still these lights and stuff.
There
and
was
it
no back on the cabinet.
It was already a funky smell, and I'm like, oh, this is they had a little.
Like, how did we find it? We were like cleaning it. Like,
yeah,
Tara
it was when
in
we
there.
first moved in.
Yeah, and we were like cleaning. There's no back.
And the kids are like,
and
what
I
is
crawled
that? We're
through.
like, nothing. They were like 3 and 4.
I crawled through there, and there was a room back there with lights and a spigot.
It was so cool. We
yeah,
could have done it. But,
wow.
yeah.
Come on, Donnie.
I can't see where I'm sitting.
Now, can you hear me?
So dumb. So dumb. I don't know why people would like you better than me. There's just no reason.
Who likes me better than you?
Well, nobody that would answer the question, right? Max got all that on video.
What the fuck? All right, so if anybody wants to find you, what's the easiest way so they can go contact you and order some really cool shit?
Facebook, Cresti Worx Carnivorous Plants, Facebook. You can find me on Instagram too, and then www.crestiworx.com. But Facebook, my kids keep saying I need to get with the program on the other social media outlets, but I still don't even know how to use Instagram to its fullest either.
Me, girl, I have no clue.
Instagram's really good.
Or TikTok or any of those other things. I don't know.
use TikTok, but there's Sugar on there.
He's coming.
But yeah, Instagram for sure, especially the geckos and plants and everything. What are you doing? Like busting through the damn wall? Jesus. I'm talking to the dogs.
He's talking to puppers. Puppers are excited to see Daddy.
Tell him to come get on camera.
All the time.
Yeah.
Bugger came over here because he's hearing all this.
He's like tired.
Listen to the dog pants. What's up,
Hey,
sexy?
Johnny, what you doing?
What's
Oh,
up?
Don't confuse Sean. He's been talking shit about you
I
this whole
wasn't
time.
talking shit.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Every day.
That's how the dogs act when Sean comes home
You've
too.
seen it. You've been here. You've seen how whenever we come home, how they freak out.
Okay. Okay. Get down. Get down.
Which couple? How many dogs do you have?
We have 2.
2.
And that's the excited one.
Yeah, the other one's an old fart.
Is that a lab mix or something, or a lab?
The other one's on his way
This is
out,
our little old man.
Oh,
and he's pretty much blind now. And
sugar.
Sweet boy. He came over to me. You just need to pet him.
But he's
We
knocking
did. We
over.
forgot to put the sugar barrier.
Yeah,
up.
we have a barricade in here, so it's
Buddy. Oh my goodness. Little bit. Calm down. Every day. Every day. He's relentless.
Oh no, that's how Nugget is. Kristen was here when we came home, and Nugget just loses her shit.
Okay.
Sounds like a hippo. I love it.
He's a cow chippo too.
He's horrible. He's out of control.
That's all right. We love dogs. Look,
Chug's fine. He can just lay there.
He's horrible. I know.
Right,
he's
so
the
everybody-
one that got into the fight with the dog across the street the other day.
Oh, the crackheads.
Yes, so we had to get his tooth removed.
Okay.
Oh, poor baby.
Here comes Peyton.
Now that you left, he's going with you, Peyton.
All right, so we can. I have your Facebook scrolling at the bottom. You can go check out Cresti Worx on Facebook, Instagram. She's still working on.
And for everybody on here, make sure that if you're going to be at the Austin Show vendors, that you donate something for the auction. You can come up to the front, let us know. Haley will be running it for us, so she's going to be running the auction all day,
Yeah, and
Saturday and Sunday.
she's not going to give you her Venmo or anything because she wouldn't even give it to me. But I posted it, so if you want to make a direct donation, just message me and I'll send you that
We'll
information.
boost that up to bump it up to the
I'll
top.
post that shit.
Yeah,
so
we'll put that up there too.
it's hard-headed.
Yeah.
But the best place to see them is at one of the Herp shows.
Absolutely.
Come see them at one of the shows. They'll be in Austin this weekend, Saturday only. There's a wedding.
Yeah, this go around, unfortunately.
Fucking getting hitched or some shit. 'Cause that's more important than a reptile show. No, it'll be cool though. They always have a really cool setup. Some of our favorite people, even though she didn't like us at first.
It didn't take her that long.
It
didn't
takes
take
me
her
a
that
minute
long.
to warm up to people.
We talked about
Talina
this
still
weekend.
doesn't like everyone. Like she hates everyone.
She didn't like you, but it's okay.
Talina loves me. Just we get bitched at by Talina if we put the wrong person.
Oh, she's
to
like,
her
I
in
don't
her-
know this
I
person.
don't know this person.
She's gotten better now.
Pouch. No, she was horrible in Slidell. She was so mad. She was pissed off, big mad.
There wasn't even.
She's a
bad-
special one too, though.
It wasn't
Once you
Slidell.
get on her
Yeah.
good side, you're good to
I
go.
think it
She
was
had
the
Brandy
lady,
and Kristen
no, but I
Cheyenne.
think it was because the lady with the little kids and stuff hit her thing.
No,
I'll
whatever.
do it.
Yeah. Talina hates everyone but Kristen.
But Kristen,
yeah, Kristen.
I like
you
my.
hate me too, Talina? I thought it was.
I think that was. Oh no, there's Talina actually. I thought it was Gonzo. It was Crazy Kids. Yeah, Brandy said it was the kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
His parents won't watch their kids, but
Yeah.
no. But we really appreciate you coming on. Like I said, we have all the plans at the shop. You can't miss the setup at the show. Really cool stuff. I'm excited about the Christmas project. I'm really hoping you guys get going where y'all can start doing your own stuff and stop outsourcing
More.
and
They
more.
already do a lot
Well,
of
I know,
that.
but you know what I'm saying, to the degree where you don't have to worry about that and it's all homegrown and then grow
I
me
love
some,
you too.
grow me
Good
some
way.
cannabis plants. That'd be awesome whenever we open a dispensary.
Oh, and you don't hate Kita.
Who?
Kita said
She
you
doesn't
don't.
hate kids. That's their
That's
kid,
her daughter.
remember? Yeah. That's their kid. Somebody
Never
thought Kita.
forget
Who
that
was
shit.
that?
Don Shores.
Oh, Don
And
Shores.
Corpus.
Yeah.
He asked if Kita was their daughter.
Kita
that
was
was some funny shit.
Gonzo and Talina's daughter.
Oh god, that was the greatest. I'll never forget that.
So
I love it.
well, thanks for stopping by, Donnie.
No problem. Glad I could catch the tail end of it.
Yeah, just a little bit, but I've eat this fantastic dinner that I think that I made.
It's surprise. I don't know what it is. It better be good because
It's
this diet's
healthy, too.
killing me. Oh
yeah,
fuck.
it's
Oh
healthy.
fuck, it's healthy.
Oh fuck, it's
Yeah,
healthy.
great.
But we really love you guys. Everyone from the Herps family, show your support this weekend. We're going to
Absolutely.
see if we can, raise a couple $1,000s at least.
Yep.
Everything's going to Donnie and Kristen. And again, if you need the Venmo, hit me
We'll
up.
send it up.
We'll
put it up
I'll
there.
post it again.
And we'll have it at the show.
She
too.
wouldn't fucking give it to me. I had to
I
scroll
know.
back through some shit when I had to pay her for
I
some
know.
other shit or something to find it.
I know.
Plants.
Wow, you
You
actually had to
know,
work
it's
for it.
hard to accept help sometimes. It's just one of those things.
We know it is, but this community is really fucking amazing when it comes to that. We
Absolutely.
really do take care of our own. And
I can't
people
even
outside
tell you,
of our
like, over the
community.
last several years, if I really needed something, the first people to step up for the Reptile family.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
it never ceases to.
Oh, and good news.
What?
John and Callie got approved for the house.
Yes, I know. They're gonna be moving to
Sweet.
Brian.
Yeah, they got the
Yay.
lease today.
I'm gonna be able to annoy them all the time.
Let's see what that just said. Craig said if we get to 1,000, I'll match it.
Why is Craig saying that?
Well, that's Craig. I thought he was gonna match
I know. I
it.
was like, he's gonna match it.
Craig's gonna match it.
Craig's gonna match.
If we
That
get
is so
to
nice.
1,000, Sean,
I will match it. Oh,
we'll
we'll
match
match
it.
it. That's
That's
awesome.
really
of you,
awesome
Craig.
of you, Craig and
That's so
Lainey.
nice. Craig and Lainey are giving you 1,000 if we get
We'll
there.
buy all our umbrellas.
Oh,
from
my
her.
goodness.
No. The umbrella plants. Yeah, I need some more of those actually.
Okay, baby.
That's where Reddy's Rainforest buys them from.
I'm gonna get some of the little things to put in my store, but I gotta talk to Kristen when I'm
Oh
sober.
yeah, that's the other thing is we're gonna start carrying
Yeah.
plants at your store too, right?
Yeah.
I have
What
some more ideas for you that I think
Okay,
will
cool. We'll
Yes.
chat in Austin for sure then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Anybody else have any questions before we get out of here? No. All right. I'm gonna take you guys off the screen real quick. We're gonna do our outros and we'll come back and join you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Love y'all.
Love you.
I love them.
I know.
I'm glad Donnie got stopped in too.
This has been pretty great. We just get to talk to our like friends and stuff. I like it.
Yeah, I know. We said that last week
I
last
know.
week too. This is
I
actually
know.
fun. But we get to know something about people that
Yeah, and
You
get to
see at
hear
the
the stuff that
show-
you don't get to really talk about. Yeah.
The shows are so busy most of the
pretty
time
cool.
that you don't get an actual chance to hear where they came from and how they got started, how we met, how we know people. We've got a lot of new vendors too that
I
we're
don't
excited
even-
about.
Who's next week?
Huh? Austin's this week.
No, but who's on podcast next week?
I don't know. You have it scheduled.
I know.
We have it all scheduled out through May, I
I
think.
can't remember.
But Herps Austin is this weekend. We're gonna be headed out Friday morning. We both are
Yeah.
probably. We're gonna head out Friday morning. We're gonna set up. Ads fantastic.
Good.
Great results. There's no billboards there. You can't have billboards in Austin, but the Pearland billboards are killing it.
Okay.
So yeah, we're excited about it. Vendors, if you're there, don't park in the front.
Definitely needed more
I already
wine,
made
Craig.
that. What?
Needed more wine. Yes.
Needed more wine. Yeah, needed more wine.
I
Sorry.
should have brought some for
We
my shop.
we literally
I
got
forgot.
home
like 10 minutes before.
10 minutes before what she did.
I did. He was
I got
cooking
here a little
dinner.
earlier to cook dinner.
So that I don't cheat on my diet. Killing me.
But we appreciate it, guys. Glad you guys bring broke ass.
Who wants broke ass? I
Oh,
turned
that's
my
any
thing
fun.
down. Who is
We'll
that?
find it in the comments. section.
Okay, I have a post going on actually in the Herp Show vendors thing. If anyone wants any wine from Tits Trinket, I'm up there tomorrow from 3 to 9. Let me know.
Selena.
Okay, well, make a post or make a comment on my thing so I don't forget how many bottles you want and all that.
Use Facebook. Selena. That'd be awesome.
She knows how.
I'm just messing with her.
Okay.
And Lee and Amanda said that they'll donate some zipper bag and some stickers and
41?
stuff. Cool. 41 bottles?
41?
Oops. Yeah.
Ah!
I was like, holy
I was like,
crap.
hell yeah, I got to get some more. And luckily they're in Austin. So I'll go
Y'all
just
probably
get
they probably went through at least 4 or 5 bottles this weekend, right?
a couple.
Maybe
Few.
through some stuff. So, but yeah, on the vendor group, if you guys want anything for her to bring, please let us know by tonight or tomorrow at the latest.
By tomorrow at
Probably-
6.
Probably by 6 p.m. That way
Yeah.
she can pack
So
them
I
up.
can see it.
And then we'll see most of you guys this weekend at the Herp Show in Leander, Austin. And then in 2 weeks, we are back in Pearland. I have actually hired parking attendants.
You did?
Cajun Hognose people, him and his wife are going to come.
Heck yeah. We get to
So
meet them
we'll
too.
get to meet them. They're going to come hang out. They're going to be
Oh,
new vendors.
too bad they
of ours.
don't want to vend.
Don't
They have
know if they're
tables.
ready.
Okay. Yeah,
but
they're
they'll be at Lake Charles.
they're registered for Lake Charles. I'll reach out.
Yes.
Okay.
But so we'll have parking attendants at Pearland because that was fucking crazy.
Yes.
So-
Yay.
But all of our shows, herpshow.net, all the dates and locations. We are excited about this one. And again, thanks to Kristen and Donnie for stopping by. and then we will get the schedule posted up for what we're going to be doing next week. So,
Bye,
love you guys.
guys.
Y'all have a great
Love
night.
ya.
Starving. Then go eat.